Headline edition, July 8, 1947. The Army Air Forces has announced that a flying disc has been found and is now...
Yes, hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of Disclosures of the Third Kind on this lovely sunny day. Crypto's here in the background. So, case number 7 this will be. We're looking at the Isle of Man Silver Sphere sighting. Obviously, location is Isle of Man. The witness, member of the public, but again, we're going to keep this one anonymous like the rest of my reports, unless the witness states that he doesn't want to remain anonymous. I'll just keep the anonymity that way. Witness statement. I saw a car-sized silver ball fly across me at work on the Isle of Man. It was far too fast to be a big balloon, plus there was no wind, or an absence of wind. I also saw it again around 2 weeks later. It was unlike anything I'd ever seen before. Now the witness, it's important to remember folks, the witness hasn't provided any photographic evidence here, but he said he will provide me some in the future. The object description is a metallic silver sphere, estimated size approximately the size of a car. There were no visible wings, rotors or propulsion. It travelled at a very high speed, silent, no sound reported, which is important when you're comparing it to conventional airplanes. So in most UFO reports of orbs, silver discs, circular objects, there is an absence of sound or any tail, and that's what we're looking for. We're also looking for a hovering motion sometimes, or exceedingly fast, unlike any other aircraft seen. And there's no visible exhaust or trail, which is important. So, environmental conditions for the sighting. There was no noticeable wind. Balloon explanation considered unlikely due to both the speed and calm conditions. The observations of the witness, and this is important. The witness was familiar with conventional aerial objects and ruled out a balloon because of its speed and a lack of wind. The object maintained the appearance of a smooth metallic sphere throughout the sighting, which is reminiscent of the Foo Fighters of the Second World War. If you've read some of those reports, folks, I've got them in my cases. Very reminiscent of those, or the Booger sphere as well, which was recovered in Booger, Colombia in 2020. The witness also reports observing the same object again approximately 2 weeks later, describing it as unlike anything they had previously encountered, which is interesting because most of my witnesses that come forward, they said they haven't experienced these things once. It's multiple times. It's almost like they feel like it's not chasing them, but it's around that vicinity, or it's targeting them in some way, which is generally a characteristic of abduction, of the abductee phenomena. Yeah, so it's interesting. Investigators' notes, so these are my notes here. This case, for me, has been logged as case number 7 within the Disclosures of the Third Kind research archive. Metallic spherical UFO reports have become increasingly common in recent decades and are often described as silent, featureless objects capable of unusual speeds and manoeuvrability. The repeat sighting by the same witness adds further interest and makes this a case worthy of future comparison with similar sphere reports from the UK and elsewhere. At this point in time, the case status remains open, as do the rest of my cases. So yeah, I find that a very fascinating sighting. The fact that it's a multiple sighting phenomena, spherical object like the Booger sphere, performing outlandish manoeuvres, no sound, no trail. It's a very interesting case, one that deserves further scrutiny, and I assume my witness will come back with more information and potentially photographic evidence in the future that I can supply to you folks. So I hope you have enjoyed this short case number 7. Follow me, I'm Disclosures of the Third Kind. If you have got those UFO reports, send them to me. You can message them to me, email them on my email, christianstefanisi43@gmail.com, or christianstefanisi.proton at me, I think at proton.me, sorry. christianstefanisi@proton.me, apologies. Right, enjoy the rest of your day, folks, and follow me, I'm Disclosures of the Third Kind. Keep watching those skies.